Welcome to this sports showcase event on Harford TV. I'm Don Morrison. My partner Bob McCone and I, Bob, we're at Fallston High School. It's a game between arch rivals, obviously Fallston and Bel Air. Whenever they play in anything, you're going to see a lot of emotions. Two young teams, one team with the seniors, but really not much experience, and two brand new first-year coaches taking over their programs, looking to put the programs back on an even keel. What are you going to see tonight?
And that's really difficult to answer that question for everything that you just said. I mean, we have two new coaches, so we have two new systems for the kids, number one. Number two, the one team has 5 seniors, but like you said, they haven't played much. And plus, they've learned all new things from last year. They've played some games. One team is, what, 5-5?
Yep.
And the other team is
1-5.
1-5.
Yep.
So one team's played 6 games. The other team's played 10 games. And my understanding is the one coach is using some of the games as, the beginning to put his program together and treating it as basically as practice games, but they mean things.
Yep. Yeah, we're talking about the Bel Air Bobcats under first-year coach Julian Pickett, and the Bobcats are the team that's 1-5. They lost their first 5 games of the year, lost to Joppatown, North Harford, Elkton, Aberdeen, and Rising Sun. Their last game against Northeast, they won by 70-42. So if you're following Coach Pickett's line of reasoning, those first 5 games were introducing his system, teaching kids the discipline that he wants them to have. And now, again, if you go by the last game where they blew out Northeast by 70-42, then you got to think the kids are beginning to buy into his system.
The answer is that yes and maybe. And the reason I say yes is I don't know how good Northeast is. And depending on how good they are or not good they are, that could be the reason for the score. But it also does allude to the fact, the score does, that they're coming, if nothing else, they're coming along and getting closer to what the coach wants.
Now, Fallston is 5-5. We mentioned that they've won 1 game, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, sort of a back and forth. They have scored a low number of points, Bob. In the games they've lost, they've been held to 47, 34, 25, and 35 points. So Fallston, again, is a team that is young. They're starting a sophomore, Michael Griffin Jr., the son of the coach, Michael Griffin. They're starting Oliver Schamberg, also a junior, Aiden Robinson, a junior, Oliver Rookard, a junior, the leading scorer on the team, and Logan Switzer, the only senior on the team, a second-year senior.
So they're starting 3 juniors, a senior, and a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's not young.
And Schamberg and Rookard, the 2 young men we're talking about, captains on the team, also the leading scorers from last year. So they do have experience, even though they're young in terms of their class.
Well, I don't know. I mean, juniors are juniors, right? They've played at least 2 years of JV basketball, or they played on the varsity last year, depending on how good they were or how much the team needed them.
Yep.
It's having a new coach here this year now, and he has some experience. I mean, he coached in a really good program for a few years, and helped a team be pretty decent at that time.
Yeah, we're talking about Michael Griffin. Now, here's a young man who played on that state championship Edgewood High School basketball team back in '97, all Metro twice, both in his junior year and his senior year. And again, he's coached around in rec league ball. He's coached at Edgewood as an assistant coach. This is his first year as a head coach in the high school division. So a young man who is going to take this Fallston program, talking to him before the game, he's dedicated to being here for a number of years. So the idea is he wants to build a winner long term.
Well, that's exactly what you want. I mean, if you're the principal at Fallston High School and you hire a coach, that's what you want him to do. You want him to be here for a long time. You want him to build a program that's a successful program where the kids are, not only do they get better at basketball, but you grow young men. You help them in their classwork and things, so that they, studying becomes very important to them. So they can go forward, and hopefully they start to get good enough that colleges will come in and recruit them.
And Bob, we're talking about a coach's son. Michael Griffin Jr., the sophomore 6-footer, is again the coach's son. He plays the point guard position for this team. And again, like having a coach on the floor, an extension of the coach.
Well, that's what you want. I mean, some of the really good point guards in the country over the years have played for their father and grew up learning basketball, and they were an extension of the coach on the court.
Well, it should be an interesting game. Last year, Fallston defeated Bel Air twice. Both times they kind of blew them out, 71-44, 65-54. But Bob, you know that as a coach, that every year is a new year, and especially when you're playing your arch rival, every game is a new game.
Yeah, I think Fallston has an advantage because they won those games last year. You know, even though they're not playing all seniors, you know, 3 of the kids are juniors and 1's a senior. So, and then you have the sophomore point guard, which is really in many cases your most important position. And maybe he didn't have a player, and he knows his son could do certain things and run the club and get them started and get them into their offense and things. And so he needs a young man like that, and he's comfortable with his own son.
You're looking at Bel Air, and you're looking for somebody to actually watch during the game. Camden Devine, the 6'3" senior, he leads the team in scoring with 11.6 points a game. Also at 11.3, Cooper Ray, number 1, a senior, also above 10 points a game. And coming off the bench, Connor McPherson, also averaging 10 points a game. Meantime, Fallston has a balanced scoring attack, nobody over 10 points. Now you're watching the starting lineups being introduced. That's Cooper Ray, number 1, senior, small forward. Rico Hubbard, a senior, number 5, also a guard. Here's Logan Green, number 10, senior, starting for the Bel Air Bobcats. That's Cade Shaw, number 11, for the Bel Air Bobcats. And the senior on the team, the young man we talked about, Camden Devine, number 33, starting for the Bel Air Bobcats. That is their starting lineup. Look for Connor McPherson, number 2, to come off the bench early. Again, he is averaging 10 points a game. Bel Air Bobcats dressed in their blue and white uniforms. Again, coached by first-year coach Julian Pickett, along with Brandon Mizell. Brandon, who is a teacher at the Bel Air school. And now it's Fallston starting lineup. Michael Griffin Jr., the point guard, the son of the coach. 6-footer, sophomore, averaging 3.8 points a game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Oliver Schamberg, the junior 6-footer, shooting guard, 8.9 points a game. Football player, wide receiver, 4.0 GPA average. Aiden Robinson, a junior, 6'6", first year in the program, 7.6 points a game, 2.5 assists, 3.6 GPA. Oliver Lukert is the 6'3" junior, second year, 8.7 points a game, 6.7 rebounds, a football player. And that's Logan Schweitzer, number 15, the second-year senior, forward, averaging a 3.0 GPA in his classroom work. And now, to honor our country, here is our national anthem. Bob, always feel very welcome here at Fallston High School. Patrick Mull, the athletic director, always very kind and making us feel comfortable here. David Glenn, of course, a young man who has been around Fallston forever, member of their Ring of Honor. And Mr. Dixon, who is the PA announcer, who's always fun to be around and listen to. So feel very nice coming here to Fallston. Nice crowd. The Bel Air Bobcats have traveled well. We're looking over to our left. It's kind of a blackout, maybe. They're all sort of wearing the black uniforms.
On both sides.
Yeah. And the Fallston to our right, they're standing up as well. So, you know, again, as we talk about, Bob, Fallston, Bel Air, when they get together, it's always fun.
It's really funny because the kids always come on this side in the Fallston gym, and on the other side, the parents always go.
That's true. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. The view that you're seeing from our camera is showing the parent side. The view that you'll see on the near side.
All right, let's talk about
by the way,
technical.
Yeah, you're seeing 2 shots being shot here by Fallston. Bob, because Bel Air dunked in the pregame warm-ups, and that is a no-no.
Well, they got caught. One of the officials was paying attention, caught them, and
Oliver Schamberg making 2 points. So before we even get started, before the clock starts, the Fallston Cougars up 2-0, and they get the ball.
Well, we know who, if you're Bel Air, you know who you don't want to foul at the end of the game.
That's Griffin getting the ball inside, but it's taken away by the Bobcats. And Griffin seals it from behind, recovering the ball, and he is fouled. Putting the ball up was number 33, Camden Devine, the 6'3" senior center, and he'll be putting the ball up 2 shots here early in the game.
Yeah, number 15, Logan. Oh, hold on. They called it on number 5.
And that's Aiden Robinson, his first foul.
Yeah, he slapped down at the ball, and as soon as you slap at something, the officials automatically pretty much call that a foul.
Devine averaging 11.5 points a game, 9.8 rebounds. Makes the second, 1 out of 2. So here we go, the Bobcats whistle blowing. Looks like it might be a clock issue.
Yeah, the 30-second clock hadn't started.
By the way, the officials in the game, Ken Sumter, Carrie Nemo, and Jada Bright, a 3-person officiating crew.
Nice to see a woman official officiating a varsity boys basketball game.
Calling both teams off to the side. So we get started, we play 15 seconds, and now we're stopped. I don't know exactly what the issue is. It looks like they have a clock issue.
Well, it looked like the 30-second clock down here didn't start.
Yeah, now
that was at 25, and now they just fixed it.
Yeah,
so
now they're down to 25. So again, in the boys basketball, what did Bob start about, what, 3 years ago? That the boys started having a shot clock? One of the greatest things they've done. Taken away and taken away by the Bobcats. That's Rico Hubbard with the ball. Into the corner, looking for 3. On its way, short off the front iron. That was Cooper Ray with the shot, a wide open 3. Driving all over the basket, blocked by Ray. That was Schamberg.
That was actually a good block.
Back and forth we go. We talked to Coach Pickett before the game. He said they want to play a pressure defense to the Bel Air Bobcats. Back out front, looking for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Getting his own rebound.
Well, the funny part is when you look at the statistics, Fallston's not scoring a lot of points in basketball games, and Bel Air's, definitely trying up tempo to score, but Bel Air's losing basketball games, so it's either inexperience or defense at this point that's holding them back.
Rebound there by Hubbard. Actually, it was by Robinson who got the rebound. Fallston. Taken away. That's Hubbard again. And Hubbard is going to be fouled. Hubbard showing some good, tough defense.
Yeah.
They say out of bounds, they're going to say. So Hubbard must have gotten the ball and then stepped out of bounds. New player in the ball game right away. That's Ezekiel Griffith, the 6'9", 177-pounder.
He doesn't look like he weighs 177 pounds.
He's an angular young man. Just a junior.
Tall.
Clock running down, 3 seconds. Got to get it up, and they do. Off the front of the rim, no good. And
There
coming
you go.
down
That's
with the
pulling that
rebound is
rebound.
Griffith.
Yep.
You can't
got
beat
a-
6'9".
It looks like a mini minute bowl.
Over the backboard, that does not count. It went up over the backboard and came down through.
Well, it hit the post over top the backboard, so that puts it out of bounds.
Almost a takeaway, looking for 3. Good from deep. That's Oliver Schamberg. Schamberg now with 5. He's got all 5 of the points for Fallston. Looks like the foul is going to be called. Hacking foul. It's going to go against number 1, Michael Griffith.
You're reaching around from the back, and they almost always call that, no matter what you do, even if you get the ball, because it's kind of lazy defense. The guy beat you already, and you're reaching around to try to correct the problem, and you create another.
Connor McPherson in the ball game, 6th man. Trying the alley-oop. Devine comes up with the ball, and he's fouled.
That's on 15.
Foul is going to go against Logan Schweitzer.
Oh, hold on now. Let me see if they change it. There it is, 15, yes.
Going to the line, shooting 2 is Devine. Camden Devine, the senior. Made 1 out of 2 last trip to the line. 5-2, the only 2-point score for the Bobcats by Devine at the line.
So we only have 2 people who've scored so far.
Correct. Schamberg, who's got all 5 for Fallston, and Devine. It's like a lane violation. 5 minutes, 37 seconds left, as you see in the first period. Griffith, point guard. How that defense looks like a zone defense, a matchup zone.
Yeah, they're playing like a 1-2-2, 2-3, and they're kind of trying to match up to the ball and putting pressure on the ball.
Short jumper, bounces around, will not go in, but he is fouled. That's Logan Schweitzer. He'll go line shooting 2. Foul was called on Griffith. Cleanly through. Schweitzer, the only senior starting for the Fallston Cougars. Makes them both. Team up by 5.
Fallston now is coming in a 2-2-1 full court press here. Either trying to delay the game, it looks like a little bit, and get a hand on that ball.
Almost a takeaway. Good job by Schamberg to get in the passing lane. Hubbard looking for 3, long. Oh, great play by Griffith. Ball picked up by the Bobcats. Looking for 3 from the corner short. Rebound taken, and the foul is recorded. Griffith gets the rebound really off the floor. 6'9", Bob. Did you ever coach a player who was 6'9"?
Yes.
In high school?
No.
I didn't ask in high school first, did I?
No. No, I coached Mike Mitchell, who was 6'6" playing in high school, and graduated from Drexel at 6'11" playing basketball.
Oh, nice play. Good defense. That's Griffith. Gets up, gets the rebound, puts it up.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job
He is.
At this particular point.
Junior with not much basketball experience. Oh, nice pass. Can't convert. Out of bounds it goes. It'll go to the Bobcats.
Man,
Check, it'll go to the Bobcats.
I used to hate to drive and give the ball to a big kid and the big kid not make the basket.
Defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah, you know, I want my assists. Point guards want their assists.
Cage Shaw bringing it up. The point guard. Cage with 4.5 assists a game. Driving all the way. Up, no good. He's going to be fouled. Foul is going to go against Schamberg.
Man, we haven't played 4 minutes and got six fouls already. 7 fouls.
Yeah, 7 fouls against the Cougars.
No, 5 against the Cougars and 2 against Bel Air.
My fault. Yep,
Yeah,
5. You're right.
And it's a lot of whistles in 4 minutes.
Schamberg missing the first. Gets the second. 7-5 now the score.
That was Gage Shaw, right? For
Yep.
Bel Air? Yes, okay.
It was. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Looking for 3, short off the front of the rim. Rebound off the hands and fingertips of 15 Chase Bullock in the ball game. Sort of passive pressure, if you will. Divine. Looked like he had somebody underneath. Bobcats, Fallston got their hands up.
Yeah, Fallston's back in that zone up, but Bel Air came up through the middle and they made the pass, and he turned, and if he'd have made the right pass, they'd have had a layup. So you got to get the pass up in the air. You can't throw it through hands.
Looking for 3. I think that was number 1, Cooper Ray.
Exactly.
Sort of blocked by the fans as the Bobcats now take the lead at 8-7. First lead of the night for Bel Air. Driving the baseline, losing the ball, taken away by the Bobcats. All the way, puts it up, no good. A rebound comes to Fallston, which Kay Shaw did everything right except make the basket. Reverse layup, good job guarding the basketball. Logan Schweitzer, he's got 4. His team back ahead by 1.
Well, you know, the game's going up and down now. Now we got to start seeing if some teams going to play defense and
Divine.
there you go. That was good defense right there.
Kerry Nimmo says you cannot do that. Calls a traveling violation.
Here comes the subs. 1, 10, and 11 coming in the ball game, Don. So who are
Elijah Pierce, number 10 for Fallston.
they? Number 11.
11 is Dominic Witherspoon.
The spoon.
You were talking to his dad here before the game?
I was. He was telling me a lot of great things about his son academically and talking about being an aeronautical engineer.
Wow.
So I was impressed. The kid must have a lot of his mother in him.
Stop it. Oh. Griffin. Double teamed, almost has it taken away. Good job coming in on defense with Julian Horton, number 4.
Yeah.
Griffin.
I can say that about Spoon because I was his high school coach and he was really a good student, his father.
Driving one-hander will not fall. That was Ray. Up and down we go. And it falls in. That's a record with the basket. His team now up by 3. Fallston had led throughout the game until Bel Air took the lead a moment ago.
Actually, Ed Witherspoon has a very successful business in Bel Air, Dominic's father.
Traveling call. Ken Sumter says you got to put the ball down before you take that step. Griffith will sit down.
No.
Yep. 24 set down for the Bobcats. Looking for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. John Worth.
Griffith's number 1 for Fallston.
Driving one-hander and good. That was Julian Horton making the basket.
Griffin's number 1. Oh, Griffith, that's a different. Oh, I'm thinking.
Timeout on the floor.
This is exciting, Don.
It
if you
is.
really think about it, we're going up and down here, and
Looks like Cooper Ray has a
little bit of blood on him somewhere.
Blood coming from
Finger, his hand somewhere.
It looks like it might be on his I'm not sure anyhow. Cooper's going to get some medical attention.
Yeah.
1:26 left here in this first period. Back and forth the game has been. Turnaround jumper off the backboard and in. That basket by number 11, Dominic Witherspoon.
Come on. They counted that?
They did. They went up, back, and in. Nice give and go. Partially blocked. Hubbard gets his own rebound. Partially blocked again. Devine comes up with the basketball. And out of bounds it goes. It'll stay here with the Bobcats. 48 seconds left. 3-point lead for the Cougars.
Exciting basketball game. We're going up and down the floor. We got 23 points in the
and a lot of fouls.
And a lot of fouls. Well, we haven't had a foul for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Long three-pointer off the back of the rim. That shot clock was running down. 3 seconds is the call. Again, you don't see that call much anymore.
If at all.
Jada Bright making the call, the third official here in this game. In the ball game for Fallston, Oliver Schamberg.
Well, I don't know if she's the third official. She's one of the three.
I say third because she came on. The other two officials did the JV game, and Jada came here and joined them in the varsity game. Griffith, nice moving the ball around. Short jumper, won't fall. Devine had the rebound, let it go. And the walk is called. Michael Griffith faked, went one way, and the official said, you can't do that. Shot clock off here with 20 seconds left in the first period. Bobcats look like they want to get the last shot. Devine into the corner.
Ooh,
There's the double.
Yep.
7 seconds, so Fallston has a chance to get the last basket.
Jada Bright, the official, was all over that.
He was. Aiden Robinson coming in the game. Sitting down is Dominic Witherspoon. Five seconds. Good if it goes. Not going to be close. Rebound. Taken away by the Bobcats, and that's how the first period ends, with a 13-10 lead by Fallston.
You know, he had a clean look at the basket too.
Yep.
I mean, it was a nice play to hit him with a nice pass, and shot was just a little off.
So Bob, we played one. It's a lot of energy out there on the floor.
Yeah, you know, both teams are playing a little bit alike. They're both playing some 2-3 zones now, matching up to the people. Fallston sometimes is putting on a 2-2-1 press. Bel Air's kind of like pressing like matchup in the front half of the court at times, and then they're getting back, and you know, we're getting a lot of shots that are giving a lot of rebounds, and so you know, people are rebounding and trying to kick the ball out and running, and sometimes they run with the ball and sometimes they run without the ball. So it's a little bit sloppy is really what I'm saying.
It is, and it's early in the year. Yeah, it's early in the new year. And again, Bel Air, Fallston, the emotions are raw.
All of that.
You know, you're looking at the stands. You got, you know, the stands to our left filled with the Bel Air Bobcat Rooters. The stands to our right filled with Fallston Rooters. Parents on the far side, Bob, it's pretty good. They get a chance to kind of be away from the kids a while, huh? As parents, you have to sit there in silence.
Really?
Yeah. Here come the Bobcats now, down by 3.
All right. Oh, there's a nice backside.
Maybe one too many passes, huh?
Well, you know, that was the right pass. It just wasn't quick enough.
Schamberg with the ball. Griffin in the corner. Drives the baseline. Schamberg almost drugged that pivot foot.
No, it was the other foot. That's why it wasn't a walk. The officials did a really good job seeing which foot it really was. He actually his non-pivot foot, he bounced twice, and it looked like he.
Yeah. Julian Horton almost intercepted the ball.
Yeah. Sometimes officials make that call on that bounce like that, and it wasn't a travel, but these guys did a great job not calling it.
Foul is going to be called. Driving, losing the ball, out of bounds it goes.
Bel Air's collapsing that inside three people in the back, and so it's going to be hard to get through all those people to get an easy lay. When you go downhill, you're looking to find space to the basket, and when it's not there, it's difficult.
Setting up for three, short. And the air ball call comes out from the Fallston faithful. Minute into the second period, nobody scored at this point. Griffin out to Schamberg, and back to Griffin. Schamberg, deep three, back of the rim, no good. Griffin, oh my, that hurts.
Well, he got that. You got to get it.
Thank goodness the
EMTs here.
Yeah, he came down hard on the back of his head. Popping up was Griffin.
Tough kid, boy. Because he got a pop on there. She may have to check him.
Yep. Michael Griffin Jr. sitting down, his dad saying good hustle. And the EMT trainer is going to take him down.
Right on top of that.
Give him a good look.
It's one of the best things Harford County Public Schools have ever done.
Nice little short shot, good. That by Aiden Robinson, his first two of the night.
You know, Fallston's building a little lead here.
Devine trying to drive. Call this going to be offensive foul. Charge.
I probably would have called that a travel before the charge.
I think you're right.
But, you know, I don't have a whistle and they're not paying me, so.
And 15-10 is our score, Bob, as you said, reminding folks that the score was 2-0 before the game began.
Right.
And you say, well, how can that be? Well, it can because Bel Air was caught dunking the basketball in pregame warm-ups, and two free throws were awarded to Fallston, taken by Oliver Schamberg. He made them both. And so Fallston led by 2-0 before the clock even started.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. And, you know, if you end up losing the game by 2, it would be even tougher.
That is for sure.
Bobcats 1-5 coming in. Their only win coming in their last start against Northeast, 70-42. Fallston Cougars are at 5-5. They're coming off a win. And we mentioned their record has been 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss in their 10 games. They'd like to start a winning streak, Bob.
Well, I tell you, I want to give Bel Air some credit right now. They're battling and fighting, and you know, that one win, the last win that they got, is giving them some confidence. And obviously, it's a competitive game because it's a rival.
Foul is going to be called against Bel Air's number 2. And that's Connor McPherson. Connor, the 6th man, who doesn't start but gets a lot of playing time, averaging 10 points a game.
And it helps when you have a kid who can come in and be your 6th man and play well for you. Ooh, they've had
looking for the 3. No good. Nice rebound coming in, getting the rebound, putting it right back in. Number 5, Aiden Robinson. He's got 4 in this period.
If they'd have looked up, Aiden was open about 3 times running in there, and the 3rd time he got the rebound and put it back.
Looking for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Saved in by the Bobcats, and now it goes out of bounds to Fallston.
One of the things that most high school kids do when you shoot a 3 is everybody runs to the basket to rebound, and the ball, when you shoot the 3, usually bounces out about 15 feet, so it goes over all their heads. That's a nice move right there.
Nice jumper by Robinson. Robinson's got all 6 of his points in this period. His team now leading by 9. They've got 6 points. He's got all 6, does Fallston. Divine, short. Looks like he did pick up the foul.
I want to see what she's calling here.
Going to call a hack against Robinson. That's his second.
He blocked the first shot, but he slapped down on the second shot a little bit. So
this is the first.
So here comes
Witherspoon.
Spoon in.
Dominic Witherspoon back in the game. So aeronautical engineer, you said?
Yep.
Wow. Divine makes the second.
She's looking at schools.
First point of this second period for the Bobcats. Witherspoon. Schamberg. Back to Witherspoon. Reverse layup. Won't fall. Oh, great rebound. Gotta call something, don't you?
What did she call?
Held ball, I believe. It'll be
Okay.
Fallston's ball.
Okay, so let's see once the ball gets thrown in if they switch the arrow.
Hacken.
Yes.
Ball.
It was a held ball.
Yeah, and the call is going to be against Rico Hubbard. His second.
Part of the problem right now is this game was close and Bel Air has really stopped scoring. And Fallston has picked up some baskets.
Shooting two is Ruckert. Oliver Ruckert, who's averaging 8.5 points a game, one of the two returning players for Fallston this year. Started last year as a sophomore. Makes the second.
There we go.
9-point lead again for Fallston. Matches their biggest lead of the night.
Gage Shaw downhill. I thought he was going to shoot that.
I did too. From the corner, no good. Rebound Bel Air. Looking for three. Yeah, he's going to be hit and fouled. That will cost him 3 shots. Cooper Ray.
What's the number one rule with the jump? You never foul a jump shot, and you never, ever, ever fouled a three-point shooter.
Yep.
And he was about 27 feet from the basket there.
Yeah. Not a wise foul. Missing the first. Bobcats, Bob, have left a lot of points on the floor by not making their free throws.
That's part of it. You know,
Ray makes the second.
It's not even halfway over in the second quarter, and you know, this game can turn around quickly either way.
Nolan Blizzard, number 23 in the ball game for the Bobcats. Third shot is good. Bobcats have scored 3 points here in this second period, all from the free throw line. Griffin, good to see him back in the ball game. Must have gotten Bob cleared by the EMT.
Yeah.
Michael Griffin Jr., the sophomore, 6-footer. Corner, good. That shot knocked down. A three-pointer by number 3. That's Joey Gross, just in the ball game, Joey. Joey said, hey, I'm in the game. I'm going to shoot the ball.
Yeah, no conscience.
Front of the rim and rolls in. Cooper Ray gets a 3. Kind rim for the visitors. 7-point lead now for Fallston. Driving. Ball comes away. Ruckert gets the rebound. Misses. Passes it forward. And misses the layup. Shaw unable to convert. And the foul is going to be called. Bob, a frenetic pace.
Yeah, I mean, one of the rules in basketball usually is that you run as fast as you can from foul line to foul line. And then once you get to the foul line, you get under control so that you can put the ball in the basket and not go flying past the basket and make it a difficult shot. And we just saw that.
Fallon Horton. Going to the line shooting to is Schamberg. Makes the second.
You know, if one of these teams can relax.
Devine to Ray. Almost got the ball, Blizzard to fall. Good job by Fallston getting a hand on it, and the foul is going to be called on Cooper Ray.
Fans are
they want a team. I love fans in basketball games. You're so close to the action.
And you can get so excited and really have no idea what or why you're excited.
Joey Gross to shoot two. And we made that three-pointer just a moment ago. Team up by 9 again. Griffith back in the game, the 6'9" junior. Number 24 for the Bobcats. This is the second. Battle for the rebound, taken away by Fallston. Great job by Schamberg. Gets inside and makes the basket. Among the trees, Bob.
Yeah.
Blocking foul is going to be called. Bob, I would imagine as an official, this is the toughest kind of game to call.
It is.
Up and down the floor, both teams hacking at each other.
I know in the old days, and some officials, if they were a little slow, they'd find a way to blow the whistle somewhere to slow the pace down a little bit so they could be on top of it. But these officials are moving up and down with them, and, you know.
Mike Graham with the point. That's his first point of the night.
I thought you were going to tell me that was it's always tough making the block charge call, and, you know, that was a tough call right there. I'm not sure which way that really should have went, but the official saw it, made his call, and
especially in real time. Witherspoon driving.
Spoon with the going downhill.
No, they're going to say he traveled before he got the shot off. Oh, whoa! Take it off the scoreboard. 9-point lead for Fallston. Griffith using all 6'9" to get that ball. Ray tried to redirect that pass, couldn't get it done. Out of bounds.
Yeah, that pass
ball.
had to be a tad slower and a tad lower.
Michael Griffin back in the game after that nasty fall he took earlier. Rucker with it. Now Griffin, and he's going to be fouled on a nice spin move.
It's a nice spin move he made.
Graham gets the foul against him. Again, just a sophomore, Bob, at point guard. If you're the coach, if you're his dad in this case, boy, what a privilege to have somebody that young in terms of years. And you're going to have him for 2 more years.
Yeah. Sometimes it's difficult.
Being the son of a coach, you mean?
Being the son of the coach and being the coach of a son.
Yep.
Because if you yell at that son too much, you have to go home. And there's one other person in that home that's rooting for that son.
The mother? Yes, yes. Bobcats looking to
There's
get
a
back
big man in the middle. Look,
right between his legs. Don't throw it that low. Griffin driving. Great block. Devine coming out of nowhere. Ruckert, though, with the follow. Now it's a 13-point lead. Running one-hander, can't get it to fall. Ruckert.
He saved that. That was a great hustle.
It was. That was by Oliver Schamberg, number 2. Comes off the Bobcats.
Yeah.
So it's going to stay with Fallston. Elijah Pierce, number 10 in the game for Fallston. along with
You can see, Don, where Coach Pickett has instilled really some hustle and you know, a never quit attitude in what they do.
Griffin short. Griffith, I'm sorry, up with the rebound.
And now they just need some more experience to.
Driving foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going to go against number 10. Yep, and that's Elijah Pierce.
Yep, that's his first, so.
Shooting 2 is Connor McPherson.
Made the first.
Connor, who's averaging 10 points a game, that's his first point of the night. 1:55, as you see, left in this half. Makes the second. Back to an 11-point lead. In the corner, looking for 3, long. Bob, to your point about that rebound coming out long.
That's what they do when you shoot threes. You know, they bounce long, and what you should do is go step in and block your man out and then see where the ball is going so that you can either attack it or you're far enough out where you can get it.
Devine, a spinning one-hander. He's going to be fouled. Bailed out that time was Camden Devine. Devine shooting 2 more. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be his 8th free throw of the night.
That's Logan Schweitzer's second. So he's got to get a little elbow lift on that shot. It's kind of a flat shot going at the basket. And
made just 3 out of 7 tonight. In the ball game for the Bobcats, number 10 Logan Green replacing Griffith.
Coach Pickett's got some good minutes out of Griffith tonight.
Rebound, and they're lost out of bounds.
Yeah, dribbled it out of bounds.
To the Bobcats. He's done a nice job too. We're talking about Coach Pickett in playing a lot of people. Devine driving, going to be fouled. Well, this has been a slow basketball game because of all the fouls.
Yes, exactly. But they've really only had 3 fouls this quarter. You know, it was 5-2 in the first quarter, and now it's 5-5. Well, I take that back. I don't know, because after 5, they don't show any more than 5.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how many.
Devine missing the first.
You're probably right. We've seen a lot of fouls.
And makes the second. He's now made 4 of 10 on the night as Devine. That's 6 points total.
Belair's playing man now.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, 15.
Look like they're switching. Oh, that's a hack. You can't reach in there and
from behind. Logan
smack
Green.
that ball. Have to have a little more discipline.
That'll send John Chandler to the line, shooting 2. John off the bench. Makes the first. Nice stroke, Bob.
It was. I thought it was going to be a tad long for a second there, but then it dropped in the basket.
Back to the 11-point lead. I think the biggest lead was 13, if I recall. Nice rebound coming in. It's McPherson. Ray. Devine gets the rebound. Bounces around. Devine comes up with it, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. I think the foul is going to be called.
Griffin, yeah, Griffin.
On Griffin. I think that's his first, I believe.
You know, when you're down 11 points as a coach, I hate it when you take the first available 3-point shot. You can get that anytime. You know, run your offense and see if you can't get something easier. You know, maybe an inside 3-point play.
Makes the shot. Devine now 5 for 11 from the line. Ruckert in the game, number 12. Along with Aiden Robinson, number 5. John Chandler, 33, remains in the game, as does Michael Griffin Jr.
And 5's gone now. Aiden Robinson's gone, Don. Oh, there he goes. Nope. You're right on top of that, and I'm looking for something different. I thought I saw him leave.
He was faking you out, Bob.
Maybe just my eyes.
Back down to a 9-point lead now. Rucker turns. Cut off. Chandler. Ooh. Intercepted by the Bobcats. They could save it for the last shot. I don't think that's going to happen. Ray does a scoop shot taken away by Hubbard. Ray from the corner. No good. Devine with the rebound. Has it taken away.
Because he brought the ball down below his waist. And the guard reached in and took it.
10 seconds. Good if it goes. Griffith. Good. Michael Griffin Jr. with the 3. Puts his team up now by 12.
Oh. And out of control. He should have just stopped and shot that.
1 second left on the halftime clock.
Catch and throw. Or catch and hold it.
And that will be the halftime as Fallston takes a 12-point lead here at the half. 35-23. Bob?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Bel Air's a team with all seniors, and yet they're the one out of control a little bit. But you can see what Coach Pickett, as a first-year coach, is trying to do. I mean, he's trying to discipline them, but he's trying to keep them playing hard and playing quick. But you know, they're losing a little bit in that. And as the more experience they have playing and understanding situations, they'll back that off. I don't know if it's going to happen the second part of this year, whether next year, but you know, you've got a new coach who's doing the right things for his basketball team. Now it's important that the kids start to listen and have some patience.
Julian Pickett is a retired Army veteran, 4 combat tours, you know, at combat zones for his country. He's the kind of guy that you want young people to look up to, who is a patriot, somebody who's in coaching for the right reasons. So it's just good to have him among the coaches in the county.
Somebody that's put his life on the line.
Yep.
You know, talk about understanding danger and things. This is a basketball game.
Yep, and then Mike Griffin, of course, the coach for the Fallston Cougars, taking over a first-year coach who is a veteran coach. He's experienced the championship of winning as a player when he was at Edgewood High School, and he's been 2 times All-Metro. These are the kind of coaches you want to lead these programs.
It's very different coaching than it is playing.
Yep.
You know, and you work on your coaching skills as a coach, and he was an assistant coach for a few years in the Edgewood program with a pretty good coach, and you know, he's learned some things, but as soon as you move over 1 seat to the head coach job, the job changes.
Well, we'll take a break here at halftime, Bob. The 35-23 score. It's a 12-point lead. I think the Bobcats had it down to about 9 at one point. It was up as high as 13. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with more action in just a moment. We're back with you here at Fallston High School. Bob McCone, a frenetic first half. You know, I mean, yeah, neither team played particularly error-free basketball, I'll put it that way, but it was exciting and fun.
It was to a point. Fallston in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter basically stayed a lot more disciplined than Bel Air did in that time, and the lead grew because of it. Bel Air is going to have to become more disciplined, and take good shots, you know, put better defense, rebounds in particular, and then they can get the ball out and see if they can push it. But if they don't have it, they really have to run some offense and get some easy baskets.
Yeah, Cooper Ray leading all scorers with 8 points for the Bobcats, tied actually with Oliver Schamberg of Fallston, also with 8. Camden Devine has 6 points, Bob, but he's missed 6 free throws, and obviously it's not what you want to do. That's 6 points. Why they call them free, right?
Yeah, he needs to work on the free throw shooting. He's shooting sort of a line drive shot with a, you know, he's got to get the ball up in the air a little bit and give it a little bit more of a free touch. And because he's going to get, the way he plays, he's going to get fouls.
And that was my point, that, yeah, he has missed some free throws, but he's earned those free throws because of the way he plays inside.
Right, but if you don't make them, you know, and you don't shoot at least, you know, 65%, I mean, basically you're just giving away. It's like turnovers.
Yep. Well, we're ready to start now. As we said, 8 points for Oliver Schamberg and 6 for Aiden Robinson. Robinson got all 6 of those points for Fallston in that second period, as did Michael Griffin, 5. And remember, Michael, who went down hard, hitting his head when he went up for that rebound. Impressed with his play and with his moxie, and only a sophomore.
Yeah, like, you know, Fallston's got better play overall from a number of their players. And that's why the lead is what it is at this point.
Well, the fans are back up and standing, Bob. I don't think they sat down the entire game. They're back up again.
No, the Bel Air fans on the left will be excited and trying to bring their team a little bit. And
that doesn't help.
And the Fallston fans on the right. You see, I mean, there's a nice pass to the post. He wanted to get it to the guy who was underneath, but, you know, it was too quick a pass in a danger area, and he threw it past the guy he wanted.
Here's Griffin with the basketball. Ruckert loses it. Nice job coming away with the basketball is the Bel Air Bobcats. That's Mike Graham, number 3. Oh, bad pass.
Yeah,
Pilfered by Schweitzer.
He saw him open early, and then he didn't look and threw the ball, and the guy baited him and stole it, the defender.
Schweitzer gets it to Griffin, and Griffin gets his 7th point. Now the lead is 14. That's the biggest lead of the night for Fallston. Danger zone for Bel Air at this point, Bob.
Yeah, Fallston's still in that 2-3 zone and doing pretty well.
Running one-hander, won't fall. Rebound comes off to Fallston's Robinson. Aiden Robinson.
That's a tough shot, a running one-hander.
It is. I see more players shooting that shot today.
Yes.
In the old days, that would get you a seat on the bench. Griffin gives it up. Good job by Devine, but he gets called for the walking.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. I mean, he threw it down at the feet, and it's very hard to catch that.
On the other hand, Devine, when he goes down, Bob, you're going to get called for walking most of the time. Hard to keep your pivot foot down. New player in the ball game for the Bobcats. It's number 2, Connor McPherson, the 6th man. Oh, Ruckert, they fall asleep, do the Bel Air Bobcats, and Ruckert gets his 7th, and now the lead is up to 16.
A screen and roll when he was wide open.
Short one-hander, won't fall. Ruckert, great job by Ruckert getting the basketball and knocked out of his hands. Good job coming back to make the play.
That's what I'm talking about. Coach Pickett has the kids playing and hustling. You know,
and that was Mike Graham who made that recovery.
Now they just have to relax and make their passes and make their shots. And, you know, that's been a problem tonight. And it was probably a problem in all the games that they lost. And the one that they really did those things in against Northeast, you know, that's when they got 70 points and won by 20-something.
Julian Pickett, the first-year coach for the Bel Air Bobcats, assisted by Brandon Mikesell. Brandon has been a veteran coach there at Bel Air, coaches football and basketball. Fallston, assisted by Lawrence O'Keefe, is Mike Griffin. Griffin again in his first year coaching at Fallston after having a lot of years coaching rec ball.
And coaching at Edgewood High School.
Yeah, he coached football and basketball on a assistant service. Also coached at Mount Carmel for 1 year. I think it's what you call, Bob, a basketball lifer, perhaps, somebody who played the game as a kid and got into it in coaching afterwards.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, it's the same thing we all did in the sports that we've played in high school. And
Ruckert gets the rebound, misses the first one, and puts the second one back in.
I mean, you play, at points you learn to love the game.
Good job by Devine keeping the basketball. Running one-hander, this one falls. That good block. Keeping the ball, looking for three and getting it is Griffin. He's now got 12, actually 10. Short.
Now we get excited to take the first three that we see, and then on the rebound, kid reaches behind the player and fouls him. That's the discipline. That's where you've got to get yourself under control.
Griffin averaging only 3.8 points per ball game, now has 10. We're just early in the third period.
Tough pass.
It was. Griffin into
That's
the
the
corner.
good pass.
Long on the three. Ruckert up with the rebound. Can't get it to fall.
Aiden Robinson on the rebounds.
Yep. Logan Schweitzer, number 15, up there to make that rebound. He'll go to the line shooting too.
More and more these days, people want to stand next to people to rebound instead of blocking them out and keeping them away from the basketball. And you get out jumped.
Schweitzer rolls that first one in. Coming in Ezekiel Griffith, the 6'9" junior. Sitting down is Devine. Boy, Devine has hustled all night long, Bob.
Yeah, the Bel Air team has hustled all night long. That's the plus for them.
Schweitzer. Nope, rolls around and goes out.
Well, that was in and out. Here comes Fallston right into the press off of a miss. I have to tell you, that's coaching, because it's very, very difficult on a miss to get into his own full court press. And so Coach Griffin has really, really worked on that, and it looks really good.
Chase Bullock going to the line shooting two. Foul is on Ruckert. That's his third.
He's played a big part in this basketball game, particularly on the boards, rebounding, and being physical in the paint at the defensive ends.
He sits down, and Dominic Witherspoon comes in to take his place, number 11. Witherspoon, 2 points on the night. Missing them both. That has been a problem. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson looked like he may have taken an extra step. He doesn't get called for that, so Fallston will maintain possession. Schweitzer. Check it.
There it is, the same play that they ran earlier. That screen and roll off of there, and that back screen roll and the curl, and scored again.
Long one-hander, won't go. Rebound taken by Robinson.
Again, we bring it down and we shoot the first available three. It's a little deep.
That pass wasn't intended for Schweitzer, but it got there.
Which one got the assist? The guy that hit first or the guy that made the pass?
And now it is a 24-point lead just like that. What had been a 3-point lead at the period and a 12-point lead at the half now is 24.
Like I said, now one team has been much more disciplined in the last, say, 12 minutes of this game. And the effects are on the scoreboard, which is, if you're the team that's disciplined, you want to see them up there. And if you're the team that's not disciplined, you're hoping they weren't, but you better change.
It is a 14-2 run here in this third period for Fallston, who had that substantial 12-point lead at the half. And now they've put it up to 26 points, or 24 actually. 49-25. If you're the Bobcats, Bob, you've been talking about, you got to calm down, play the game.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to move the basketball, you've got to screen, you've got to run some stuff, and you've got to get easy shots. And then you better play defense and rebound at the other end if you're going to cut into a lead.
McPherson, Witherspoon on him, and the foul is going to be called. That is Dominic
Spoon's got to move.
Witherspoon's,
Spoon's got to move those feet. I mean,
his first foul of the night. Ray. Griffin right there to take it away. Driving up and good. Michael Griffin Jr. He's got 7 points in this period. Now he has 12.
It's a nice way to go downhill the way he went.
Showing speed and fearlessness.
See, now we turn the other end and we try to make a three-quarter court pass. Just dribble the ball up and make the pass when you get close enough that you know he won't miss it.
Griffin. Ray trying to take the ball away. Jump
nice
stop.
2-foot stop.
Blocked and taken away. Aiden Robinson, I think, though, was fouled, so Robinson will get 2 free throws.
I think the woman official, Jada Bright, is doing a very nice job tonight. Just watching the games here. She is under control and on top of the game, and so are the other 2 officials. I think they've been pretty good tonight.
I agree. It's been, again, a frenetic game up and back, and very, very difficult. That's Robinson, his 7th point of the night. Into the game, first time we've seen number 0, Caden Sarlo. Caden is a 5'10" junior, first year of playing varsity basketball.
I mean, one of the things we used to hear, Don, was that the woman couldn't keep up with the man's game, but right here, that's not true tonight.
Witherspoon playing great defense.
Now,
I'm not sure how that pass got through.
Wait a minute, that's an oxymoron with a Witherspoon name.
Oh, the basket made by Shaw.
And there's a foul on number 5, Ricardo Hubbard.
Yeah, that Camden Devine made that pass through about 3 defenders. I'm not sure, but it did get there.
Well, that was a great look on his part.
Schamberg shooting 2. That is the 4th foul on Hubbard.
Is he a defensive back in football?
Hubbard? I'm not sure. I don't have that on my program.
I mean, he's hitting a lot of people tonight. I thought maybe he played some football.
Witherspoon sits down. Joey Gross comes in. Gross, number 3. Schamberg made the first, missed the second. Nope, it's going to go to the Bobcats.
Yep. That was a good call by Mr. Official.
Mr. Nimmo, whose daughter plays at Harford Community College, tell me that his daughter was involved in a very serious auto accident. She's been recovering, had like a hand injury, so we wish her the best. From the
nice
corner,
looking shot.
Was a good shot by Connor McPherson. McPherson now with 7. Driving the baseline, out of bounds. Bob, I'm just really impressed with Michael Griffin Jr., the way he plays the game. Fast when he has to, and then he slows it down when he needs to.
Well, that's what the point guard's supposed to do. He's supposed to create the tempo of the game for his team.
There he is, number 1 with the basketball. Out of bounds it goes. John Worth, number 4 in the game for the Cougars.
Yeah.
That's Worth with the basketball. From the corner. Rebound, but the block by Devine. The rebound was by Logan Schweitzer, had it knocked away. Looking for 3 and getting it.
That's 2 good shots in a row.
That's Shaw. Shaw has 5 now. Lead back to 19.
See, but that's what I'm talking about. But they don't quit. They hustle and they play, and that's a positive. For a team that basically record-wise is struggling. And now the last 2 times they've had patience coming down the court.
Yep.
And they've got it to a guy who was open, and both times the guys have hit so that they've cut 6 points off the lead.
There you saw Julian Pickett a moment ago with his team, and now you're looking at Fallston, Mike Griffin, and Lawrence O'Keefe, the coaches for the Fallston Cougars. Again, both first-year coaches. We're talking about the head coaches. Both of them dedicated to bringing both programs back up to the levels that they hope they can get to. Both teams in the Susquehanna division, that is the lower division of the Huckback. Obviously, Bob, the goal is to get to the upper division. And Fallston
little
throws
bit of
it
full
away.
court pressure by Belair, but that's an unforced turnover. You know, I mean, he'd love to have that pass back because he knows he can pass the ball better than that.
Yeah, going maybe just a little too quick. 2:30 left, as you see in the third period.
He's traveled. He really did. He flipped both feet when he caught the basketball.
He did that. Ken Sumter making the call. One of our 3 officials here tonight. Sumter, a very famous name in Havre de Grace, Bob.
Oh yeah, many Sumters who were very good athletically. I mean, I think of Frankie the most, but you know, there's a number of them there.
Logan Schweitzer with that great rebound. Ball will stay here with Fallston. Back out it comes. That's Worth with the basketball. Griffin running. Great pass.
Nice look.
Can't get it to fall. Divine with the rebound. Well, you're right, Bob. That was a great pass.
It was. You just had to be, you know, nice, easy layup and put it in the basket.
Looking for 3. Back of the rim, no good. There's Schweitzer again with another big rebound. Being double teamed, gets rid of it.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. Here Fallston pulls the ball out and gets ready to run their offense.
And gets hacked.
Yeah, and you know, that's the discipline that you that helps you deal with bad situations.
And remember, this Fallston team is a young team with juniors and sophomores, young in terms of you know, eligibility to play basketball. Schweitzer shooting 2. Foul goes on Witherspoon. Cooper Ray in the basketball game for Belair. Sitting down, Michael Griffin coming in to replace him, Oliver Schamberg. Makes the second.
Now Fallston's just getting back into their 2-3 zone and trying to make them take a tough shot.
Schweitzer now with 11 points. Good pass.
There's a pass right there. See, now that's a disciplined play right there. And they did a great job of it. And the reward is, you know, it would have been nice if he made the basket and got fouled, but the reward is that he gets the foul and he gets to shoot 2.
McPherson shooting the 2. Makes the first. That's 8 for McPherson, just 2 shy of his season's average.
And we got some new players in for.
Yep, we got Worth, John Worth. Number 33 with the rebound, that's John Chandler. Worth now with the basketball. Divine gets the steal. From the corner, no good. Had a shot at 3. Good job with Shaw getting the rebound. McPherson, Divine with the rebound.
That's it, just set it up and run your offense. 3.
Ray, good. Cooper Ray.
He has been their best 3-point shooter.
He's got 11. He's got 3 of them on 3-pointers. And the foul against Belair, against Belair, number 4, commits the foul, Julian Horton. Fouling his opposite number 4, John Worth.
I'm waiting to see it come up on the board here. I haven't seen it come up on the board yet.
Yep, there it is.
They said that's his second.
Yep.
Okay.
That's John Worth's first point of the night, the sophomore. There's the rebound coming long to Horton. Horton driving. Driving the rebound is Chandler. Worth has it taken away. Ray, hesitation, puts it up and good.
He's had a very good game tonight.
He's got 13.
But he hasn't taken bad shots, and his shots have gone in.
Divine. Off Fallston will go to Bel Air.
It's down to 15 now. It was up over 20, 23.
Yeah, 24.
24, yeah. And
with 3.4 seconds left. We had a game the other night, Bob, as you recall, where North Hartford was down by 16. Came back and won the game by 7.
Yep.
If that goes, it won't. Had a nice chance
No,
at
but it was
it.
a good
Didn't
look.
go in. Nice comeback for the Bel Air
they got a good
Bobcats.
look for it. And again, like I said, they hustle, they don't quit. So, you know, so some of the things that the coach wants to get across to them is getting across to them, and they're playing. And Fallston, on the other hand, Coach Griffin is getting these guys to be much more disciplined, and you know, and finishing things, and that's why they're up.
12 points on the night for Michael Griffin. Leading all scorers is Cooper Ray with 13. 11 for Logan Schweitzer, and let's see, 9 for Oliver Rucker. 7 for Aiden Robinson, and Oliver Schamberg has 8 points. So very balanced scoring for Fallston.
Yeah, well, that's like Fallston all year. I mean, they only have one guy averaging, like you said earlier, 10 points a game, but they have 5 guys averaging like over 8.
Yeah, you've got 8.9 for Schamberg, 7.6 for Robinson, 8.7 for Ruckert, and the others have contributed as well. But tonight, you've seen Michael Griffin, I think, I don't want to say a coming out party because he's been good all along, but he averages 3.8 points per ball game. He's got 12 tonight, besides playing a great floor game.
Tonight they've given him the opportunities to shoot. You know, in some of the other games, they may have been climbing in all over him because he's young.
Yeah.
Move the basketball now. Oh, there you go. There's
pass.
the look. Oh, man.
Give me that assist. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Great pass by Griffin. Good hustle by Horton.
Yeah.
Looks like he hurt that ankle, maybe turned it a bit.
He'll be fine.
Says Bob, who's sitting up here in the bleachers.
Tough kid.
That ankle turn, though, boy, it hurts like the devil when it happens.
It does. And you hope really that it doesn't swell up overnight, because if it does, it's really a problem.
Divine.
Look across.
Divine spinning, going to be fouled. Witherspoon says, who, me? I didn't even breathe on him.
That's a family tradition. Who, me?
Oh, Bob says that because his dad played for Bob at Aberdeen, and so.
And he was a really good player for us.
And a good guy.
And a good guy, and a smart young man.
Divine gets that one to fall. Not the second. That's the 14th free throw, Bob, he's had tonight. Camden Divine. Oh, great pass. Ruckert with a rebound with a reverse layup. Great pass by number 2, Schamberg, to Ruckert, and Ruckert converts.
And that's the difference in the game, because Fallston's disciplined enough to get that stuff and get those shots like that, and Bel Air hasn't been. Although Bel Air's played better in the last 6-7 minutes.
This is the free throw. Ray with the rebound. Bob, that lead back up to what, 16 now?
Yeah.
Nice rebound. Griffin behind the back spin. Another spin. Ruckert pass. Whoa! That deserves to be a replay. Behind the back, whirling dervish, hit Ruckert, and Ruckert converted.
No, that was a spin move.
That was great. Looking for three. Back of the rim, no good. Maybe one too many pass that time.
The guy was standing outside at three was wide open. If he's a three-point shooter, you kick the ball to him because you need big points.
Here comes the replay. You'll get a chance to see. Watch the spin move. Now watch the pass. Behind the back on a spin and puts it up, Ruckert. Wow. That is a highlight reel. Maybe ESPN will pick that one up, huh?
Yeah,
Griffin. Unforced error that time. Running one-hander.
You know, basketball has kicked the KISS theory away. Keep it simple, stupid. And if you do simple things, you get simple baskets.
In the fourth period, 6 minutes left in the game.
I mean, even that's a pass you don't have to make.
Yeah.
Dribble it in, exactly. Dribble it in. Coach is getting upset at his son, which fathers do. You know, if he dribbled that up between and made into the gap and made two people play him, he can make the pass anywhere. But he made a 30-foot pass and it wasn't on the money.
Looking for three. Devine. Boy, he has hustled all night long as Camden Devine.
So I'm going to be on the father's side on that one.
Maybe the son will hear about it on the drive home, huh?
Oh, if he has any sense, he'll go home with his mother.
Ezekiel Griffith in the ball game again for the Bobcats. Sitting down is Michael Graham.
Or actually,
almost. Camden. Camden with the basket. Camden Devine. Well, they missed the showcase. Devine there to clean it up. Gets the two-pointer and a chance at the old-fashioned 3 points.
I always knew if I wanted to be safe, I'd go with grandmom because nobody was fooling with grandmom.
Grandmoms just love their grandkids.
Exactly.
You know? No discipline, just love.
You know, I don't know which grandmother you have.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about my wife, the grandmom.
Oh, I'm talking about my grandmother. She had discipline. You better play well and do some things, but you know, but if anybody tried to tell you something, she would go after them for you. So
was it Grandma McCone or was it Grandma?
No, it was my mother's mother.
Yeah.
I mean, the person you didn't want to be at your basketball game was my mother, because she would tell you what you were doing as loud as she could when the gym got quiet. You know,
mothers have a way of doing that.
I mean, her favorite one was, Bobby, would you pass the basketball one time in this game? No. Sure, Mom.
Whatever you say, Bob. 58-43 as you see our score. It has been an exciting basketball game. One that we knew we'd see a lot of emotion based on the rivalry between the two teams. But, Bob, we've also seen some great play. Particularly Michael Griffin Jr. has impressed me, the point guard, sophomore for the Fallston Cougars.
I think overall that the Fallston Cougars have been much more patient, and they've done a good job as a team. He's the leader of the team, so, you know, like right there, boom.
Ruckert tries the reverse layup.
Oh, that's the third assist that he lost.
But Ruckert gets the basket after his own rebound.
Man, if I was the point guard and I had charge, I'd make them run.
Ruckert, another rebound.
Look up, there's the pass, and he walked.
Yeah, he didn't put the ball down as soon as he got it and gets called for the walk.
Yeah.
Lead back up to 17. Julian Horton coming in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, they've got the lead, you know, they got the lead down from 20-something, but it really hasn't changed from 17, 15. You know, it hasn't got close to under double figures.
Ray, a long three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Worth with the rebound.
He's probably the only one I wouldn't be upset with taking that shot because he's made so many of them tonight.
Three from the corner, off the front of the rim, no good. Hubbard, great pass. Let's see what the call is.
Calling for a travel, I'll bet.
Yeah. That was a nicely done pass.
I thought so too. But, I mean, he could have taken an extra step in there without me seeing him.
Joey Gross, number 3, and Oliver Schamberg in the ball game, number 2 for Fallston. Yeah, you're right. We're blocked by those Bel Air Bobcat students all standing.
And they're still standing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, great students, great fans.
Yep. On a Monday night. This is not your Friday night lights. This is the kids coming out on a Monday night.
And the Fallston fans are all sitting down there because I guess they think the game's over, so it's okay. Look at that pass in the middle to your...
Good job by the Cougars. Although they're going to call, what, steps, I guess, on record?
I guess.
Looked like he got hacked, maybe, but referee said no. He walked before that. 4:30 left in the contest, about halfway through the fourth period. Devine puts up a little short one-hander. Camden Devine, he's now got 12 above his average.
I would prefer him. Uh-oh, that's a tough pass. That's a tough place to throw the ball where you can get trapped like that and it's not Spoon's fault.
Yep. Did they get a timeout called?
I don't know what they got.
Yep, they called a timeout, I guess, before the jump ball was called. But you're right, he was only surrounded by 2 players, but that all-important sideline.
Well, he had both the sideline and the mid-court line, so he couldn't step over either one of them.
Yeah.
And so he was in a position where he was just trapped, and it was only because that's where the pass was thrown.
That's like the quarterback who throws a high pass just when the safety's coming down to rack the ribs of the receiver. You don't want to do that.
Not in live.
60-45 as you see our score. Been an exciting basketball game. One that, look at Michael Griffin again, talking about him. He had 5 points in that second period and then 7 more in the third period.
And at least 3 assists in the last 5 minutes.
Which he didn't get credit for.
Which he didn't get credit for because they missed the shots on him and they were wide open.
And again, that tumble he took back in the, I guess, in the second period when he hit his head on the floor.
Well, if his father tells me he's a hard hit, I'll believe it.
There you go. That floor, though, is very hard. I've hit it once or twice.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have a hard head to beat that floor. There's the corner, man in the corner.
Looking for the 3. Oh, great rebound and a good conversion. That by Dominic Witherspoon.
It was. Yeah.
Going up over the man without hitting him and making the rebound basket. Witherspoon's now got 4. Ray. Ray looking for 3, and there it is. From the rim, no good. Rebound bounces off.
Make the pass.
Joey Gross.
He started to slide his pivot foot, so they called him for the travel.
You said it several times. The Bobcats, yeah, maybe the talent's not quite there yet, the developed talent, but the hustle is there.
Yeah, and they're doing some things. See that?
Devine.
Now that's a pass that should be caught, but was it too hard a pass? You need to take a little bit off it. Whoa.
Good job breaking the press. Ruckert to Worth. Worth is blocked by Devine. Good pass. Ray hesitates, left-handed. Great job by Ray.
Yep.
He's got 15 now. Put it up left-handed too, Bob.
Here we are again.
Ray up again and good. Ray now has 17.
Now it's at 13. This is the lowest it's been for a while.
2:59 left. Witherspoon back out front. Moving the ball from the corner. Short on the 3. Witherspoon rebound. Won't fall. Rebound Ray. Here come the Bobcats. Chance to get in single digits if they get a 3. taking it all the way in and making the shot is Schamberg.
That's a big play right now.
It is. Back up.
Time's running down too, so that plays. You can't get that through.
Yeah, you got a lot of white shirts trying to get the ball through.
And you got a guy standing at the three-point line who's wide open. Again, if he's not, he's got to be your three-point shooter, because the coach wouldn't have him in the game if he couldn't shoot the three now and have him spotted out there.
Bobcats retain possession. Down by 15. Devine. Looks like there might be a touch foul being called.
There was.
Bobcats retaining possession. Foul was on Pierce, his second. Ray looking for three. Oh, short. Looked good all the way, Bob. Just short on the front of the rim. Devine. Good. How did Connor McPherson get that ball to drop?
He's the kid that's been open outside on the three that they haven't given the ball to for the past like 4 possessions.
He's got 10, a chance to make it 11. Caden Adam in the ball game. First time we've seen number 55.
Yes.
Also Elijah Pierce, number 10.
You know, I give Coach credit going to his bench, but I have to tell you, this game might not be over.
Down to 12. Foul's going to be called.
Now, I can tell you, Spoon's father never handled the ball that well.
I think that's Julian Horton's third.
Cut to the basket.
Cross court.
Good look.
Open.
Good look, Spoon.
Will not fall. Rebound and basket.
Nice.
Great job by number 15, Logan Schweitzer. He's got 13 now. Ray, cut off, cross court. Front of the rim, no good. Foul is going to be called against Cade Shaw.
Well, now we got the Fallston fans
standing again.
Yeah, or have risen.
And making it known that they think the game is over. 66-52.
Well, they're just yelling out, let's go Fallston, because they want to ensure it's over here.
Again, Bel Air Fallston. Fallston created out of Bel Air back in, what, 1977, I guess, when Fallston opened?
Yeah, something like that. It's been years. I don't know, 77, 78?
Yeah, 77, I believe. And then C. Milton Wright in 1980, 3 years later. And much later, Patterson Mill coming out of Bel Air.
Yeah.
2005, I think. Back in the day when the Bobcats, when Bel Air was, what, one of 5 schools in the county, they had like 3,800 kids.
Yeah, they did. They had a, and I will give them credit. Their football team played anybody and everybody.
Salesianum and some of the really big Poly.
Oh, they played Poly, City.
Yep.
And out of state they played Bethlehem High School out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, who was a juggernaut up in Pennsylvania, and they never ever embarrassed themselves.
Yep.
And they won a lot of those games.
Witherspoon.
Stay and look, don't run away from them.
There's the foul.
All these guys running away from him, he's got to have somebody he can pass the basketball to when he gets trapped. Somebody jumps him.
Give the Bobcats again credit. They are hustling. Yeah,
the game's not over for them.
Game appears to be out of reach at this point, score-wise.
Well, they should foul. Truthfully, that's it. What did they have to lose? There's a minute and 10.
Yep. And they got fouls to give.
Yeah.
Now they don't. It was the 5th foul on number 5 of Hubbard. Schweitzer shooting 1 and 1. Or 2 actually, misses the first. Schweitzer with 13 on the game. He's played a good game as well. Logan Schweitzer, the only senior on the starting 5 for Fallston. Makes the second. He's got 14 on the night.
Oh.
Ray short at the front iron. What hustle by Ray. Missed the three-pointer, came back.
That three-pointer was maybe a step out of range. Oh.
Fallston keeps the ball. Schweitzer. Ray on him. Worth has it. Worth looking for 3. Doesn't get it. Rebound Witherspoon. Back to Witherspoon. Foul is going to be called.
It's taken him a long time.
Looks like it's going to be on number 3, Mike Graham. Sent Elijah Pierce to the line. Let's see there. Are they calling a technical?
Yeah, they did.
John Worth will go to the line shooting the technical. Rolls it in and out. Misses both of them. Not sure. Worth maybe got the foul, Bob. They let him shoot the technicals first.
Yes.
So now he'll shoot 4 in a row. He's made 1 out of 3. And now 2 out of 4. And it will be Fallston basketball with 43 seconds left. A 17-point margin for the Cougars.
No, Bel Air substituted 5 people now. So
looks like Matthew Valente, number 25 in the game.
yes.
Number 0, that's Caden Sarlo.
Number 30.
30 would be Matthew Studnicki.
And
24, Ezekiel Griffith.
and Blizzard. 23.
And Nolan Blizzard. Shot clock down to 10.
Well, see, this is the discipline. You're just wearing the clock down. That's your friends. And there's 6 seconds now, so we'll have to shoot a shot here somewhere. There you go.
And making it.
Goes in.
That's Elijah Pierce. A 2-point basket. 71-52, a 19-point margin. And that is the end of the basketball game as the Fallston Cougars win it by a final score of 71-52. Bob, your assessment of the game?
Well, there's a lot of hustle by both teams. More discipline by Fallston in the ends. Some nice performances by certain people on both teams. And Fallston kind of wore down Bel Air as the game progressed. You can see what Coach Pickett is trying to do at Bel Air, and it's obviously going to take time and patience. And sometimes patience isn't the easiest thing to have. It's also patience on the kids' part. They need to have patience doing some things, to increase, get better shots, take better shots, block out when they need to rebound, play defense a bit. And Fallston's learning those things too, but Fallston seems to have better disciplined players who can pass the basketball and get people open to score. And I think that was the difference in the game.
Fallston gets their first winning streak of the year. They've now won 2 games in a row. They're 6-5. The Bel Air Bobcats fall to 1-6. Leading scorer in the game, Cooper Ray, for the Bel Air Bobcats had 17 points. 12 points for Michael Griffin Jr. of Fallston. Leading scorer for Fallston was Oliver Ruckert, had 15. Also Logan Schweitzer had 14, and 10 points for Oliver Schamberg. Meantime for Bel Air, in addition to the 17 of Cooper Ray, 12 for Camden Devine. He played a great game inside. I thought he hustled Bob the entire game.
Yeah,
And
he's got to
11
finish
points
his free throws, and he's got to finish some shots that he has.
11 points for Connor McPherson, as the elder Mr. Witherspoon comes over and says good night to Bob, his old coach, or former coach. I shouldn't say old coach.
Both's correct. Let's not kid ourselves.
So that is our final 71-52. The Bel Air Bobcats have lost now 3 in a row to Fallston, losing both of them last year. But again, Bob, I think you and I both agree the Bobcats showed what you want to see, and that is hustle, desire, not giving up. They just have to, let's say, refine their game.
Let me tell you something. I'm watching something here that I really like to see. The Fallston players picked up the chairs that they sat on, and they carried them into where they belong, and then they went down and picked up the chairs where the Bel Air players sat, and they've got all the chairs now cleaned off for the custodial staff, and that's discipline, and that's a start of that, and now I understand why they're a little bit disciplined in their way.
Well, Bob McCone, it's been just a pleasure doing a game with you, and it's been an interesting and fun game as well. Our final score again, 71-52. We do hope you've enjoyed it. The Bel Air Bobcats falling to 1-6, Fallston going to 6-5. Bob McCone, a final word.
Well, another good high school game in Harford County. Coach Pickett has some things to work on. He knows that. He accepts the challenge, and I think. I think the Fallston people are, the coaching staff there it's really coming, and they're getting much better at what they're doing.
Well, that is our final here. Don Morrison, Bob McCone from Fallston High School, 71-52. Thanks to Patrick Mull and the entire staff here at Fallston for making us feel so welcome. Hope you've enjoyed it. Good night, everyone.
Good night.